match your age. Ain't just the barbers where you catch a fade. Face covered, cutting through your garden like a masquerade.
Miami has a Dolphins, the greatest football team.
I'll probably f*** you before I f*** your chain. Switch it up, it's rap, pixie dust, money ain't...
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we're on the road to the Super Bowl. Today, a battle out of the AFC between the Miami Dolphins and the Denver Broncos.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
And we are underway in this AFC Wildcard Weekend contest. This return starts at the 5. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. They run it. Here's R.J. Harvey. There's the intensity we expected in playoffs. The defense going big play hunting, and they get him behind the line.
Perception and reality, Kate. The perception out there from the public is edge rushers are defined by their sacks. The reality in a locker room and in the huddle is you can be defined by your relentlessness. And his motor never stopped. Helped him track it down for a loss on the outside.
First play of the drive, lost a yard. Need to get it back and some change here. 2nd down.
Bombers.
Nix from the gun. Got a man, it's Marvin Mims. And he has it right near midfield here. It's about a yard short. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Shotgun handoff to Harvey. There's the intensity we expected in playoffs. The defense going big play hunting, and they get him behind the line.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
And the Dolphins are there to bring him down. And for the 2nd straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough 3rd down.
Kid, all the data lately has taught us really clearly. Sacks, negative yardage plays. They not only just destroy that play, they destroy drives. Well done, defense.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. Out of the gun, it's Nix. And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on 3rd down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. 4th down coming up. Here comes the Broncos punting unit. Pulled in at the 20. And he's brought down before the return gets far. All right, Miami has its offense set, partner. Here comes 1st and 10. Thrown right away, Tagovailoa. And the connection not quite there yet on his opening throw of the game. Working across the middle, Brock. It is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
Makes the grab in bounds left side. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Tua looking to throw. He puts some power on a deep one left. Caught just shy of the goal line. And in for the Miami touchdown. The Dolphins don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. Tyreek Hill the touchdown. Extra point is good by Sanders. And the Dolphins will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Sanders all set to send it away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And he gets crunched by a big hit. Oh, man. Right at the 25 to end it. Broncos to the line now. It's first and 10. First play in the drive. Here's Harvey. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run got him 3. Here's second and 7. From the 28. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Shotgun snap to Nix. Complete beyond the marker. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down. And that right there is about the best you can hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
We will not get any further, but plenty of progress already.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominating in the trenches. That sprung him to get to the second level and beyond.
First down. First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Here's first and 10 from the 34. Nick Snad, a throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
Kate, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on the drag route run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, get the quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
And he's brought down after a great gain. That's going to set up first and goal.
It is just so hard, Kate, to get these chunk, explosive runs. But what it does now is it especially sets the table in prime scoring position.
This offense in position now. It's first and goal. Working inside the red zone. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete. Great play defensively there to just get a hand in there and deny that touchdown.
That's exactly right. Active hands and aggressive mindset. As a DB, you've got to assume that every throw is going to be a touchdown, and you're the last line of defense, the guy that's got to make the play on the ball, and he just did.
To throw, here's Nix. Escapes the pocket. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
That's just a case where you're trying to make something when there really is nothing there. There just wasn't an opening for him to work with, and he was lucky to get what he could.
Third and goal, here's Nix. And he'll score. Touchdown, Denver! The Broncos reach pay dirt for the first time this game. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Bronk, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Now, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would, and it's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
He fields it from the 8. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Running for the first time with Joe Mixon. That's an 8-yard chunk to start this one. That brings up 2nd and 2.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that run. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion.
From the 38. It's a big strike to Hill. And they're going to bring him down, but not until he gets it down to their 32-yard line. It's a 30-yard gain, Brock, so unsurprisingly, that gives him a first down. No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
Nowhere to go with it, so Higgins throws it away.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away.
Chance here for one final play before the end of the quarter.
Hey, go ahead. Hey.
It's mixed in on 2nd down. He finds space into the red zone. And they're going to have 1st and goal when we begin our 2nd quarter. We've reached the end of one in this opening round of the AFC playoffs. Both teams neck and neck so far. We'll get you back to Mile High after this. We're back for the 2nd quarter. Dolphins in a real good spot to score. It's caught. This is Jalen Wright. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins take a 2nd quarter lead. Jalen Wright with the touchdown. Sanders connects on the point after. And the Dolphins break that tie and now lead by 7. Sanders all set to send it away. And it didn't look like he was seriously considering a return there, did it? So that touchback going to come out to the 35. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. He finds his running back, R.J. Harvey. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
Finds a seam down the middle, and he gets in. Touchdown, Denver! The Broncos can tie it up in the 2nd after cutting into the lead. It's a Troy Franklin touchdown.
I know you got to mix your looks defensively. You just can't play all zone coverage, and sometimes you got to play man-to-man. But with the receiver, with that kind of speed, that is scary, and he just made him pay.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. And this one bounces into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback after the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Dolphins just about set up here, 1st and 10. They'll begin with a run by Mixon. He starts out this drive with a nice gain of 8, 2nd down.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable 2nd down.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. 2 and out from the gun. And that's going to fall incomplete. They wanted to get it right back to him after that run, but no luck on that throw.
I know that you and I love, Kate, looking at plays, and discussing them, and all the different outlets and checkdowns, and usually there's a completion to be had, but not against this defense. Not on that one.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
They're right here.
Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And that leaves them with a decision to make on 4th and short. Now it's Jake Bailey who's out to punt this for the Dolphins. The Broncos have Marvin Mims deep to return. Oh, and it's a fake. Punter with the football. And they're going to say he did not get down in bounds. He made the grab, Brock, had enough to move the chains, but the throw just took him too close to that sideline. We've got a turnover on downs. All right, Denver getting everybody set, so they've got 1st and 10. Nix. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
2nd and 10, still at the 28. Now Nix. He completes it in traffic. And he's taken down as they very quickly get into 1st and goal. Double coverage, a deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
They'll run here. It's Harvey. And this is brought to a halt pretty early at about the 8. It's a gain of 2 on the play. Still some work to do on 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Dolphins' 8-yard line.
Throwing here, Nix. He rolls to his right. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. And that throw doesn't lead to 6. And that brings up 3rd and goal. Here's Nix. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal. Now after that snap, there's an injured Dolphin still out there. So we're going to get a stoppage here as they go out to look at him. Will Lutz getting the call on 4th down to put 3 up here for the Broncos. A little more than a chip shot. This is 25 yards.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. That's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Nicole Hardman now on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. All right, Miami has its offense set, partner. Here comes 1st and 10. Going wide receiver run to start this series. And this play reaches the 35 before it comes to an end. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down. They're set up at the 35 now.
First down, Miami.
Ready.
First down, here's Tua. Looking to his fullback now. And he'll get it up to the 44.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Out of the shotgun, a gift to Mixon. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. They get 6 and a first down as well.
And looky here, you don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later, for that next third down coming.
On first down, here's Tagovailoa. He fires one deep down the middle. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Talanoa Hufanga makes the play. And the Broncos get a great return up close to their own 30 before they're able to drag him down. I don't know what to be impressed by most, Brock. How effortless he made it look to throw it that deep, or how effortless the cover man made it look to get that far down there and haul in the interception.
How about we just marvel at both of them? You call a deep pass like that again on the next play, it could go to the end zone. But this time, it is a takeaway.
Ready. Bombers, bombers, bombers.
Nix with it on first. They get it right back. That's intercepted. Minkah Fitzpatrick has got it. And the Dolphins sink a big return onto that pick. Look at this. They've got it all the way down to the 10-yard line.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life. Really on both sides of the ball. Where you watch defensive coaches preach all the time and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick six, yeah, it stinks for the offense. But that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see. He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just...
And this is going to be a Miami touchdown. The Dolphins parlay the interception into points. Tua Tagovailoa with the touchdown. His third total score in this game. Extra point is good by Sanders. And the Dolphins take a 4-point lead. Sanders all set to send it away. Has this at the 6. This manages to get just beyond that 30-yard line.
Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
They've got first down from the 31.
Olay, olay, olay.
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Completed over the middle. And some excellent work on this play. It takes him a while to get to him downfield.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Here's first and 10 from the 34.
Middle, middle, middle.
Give up the middle to Harvey. And they bring him down, but not before he advances it all the way to the 20. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Well, this defense has not had an answer, Kate, for either of the first two plays on this drive. I think it's got everybody, you and me, every fan believing, well, they're only one play away from putting points on the board.
Ready. Ready, ready. Chill, chill, chill.
First down from the red zone. And he will score. It's a Denver touchdown. points and the lead. Cortland Sutton, the touchdown.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket. But sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
That one splits the uprights. And the Broncos push their lead to 3. Hardman with a return. Making some progress here. And the work already half done thanks to that run back. They're taking over at midfield.
Hey, listen, I get it. I'm as guilty as anyone. So hyper-focused on offense and defense, often forgetting it's special teams in a play like that can swing a game. What a great return now to start out on a short field. And you've got to believe all this offense is thinking is let's capitalize and find that end zone.
He's going to be a yard shy of the first as they force him out after the gain of 9.
Oh, man, these are the kind of plays you can't wait to get on film and watch the next day. Look at the fellow pass catchers. Look at the guys getting out in front, helping on that screen pass. Get your player in space, your buddies do the rest around you, and a big play follows.
Pickup of 2 here, and that's going to give the Dolphins a first down.
First down, Dolphins.
Keeping it with Mixon. And they finally stop him, but not before he picked up 7 on that first down run. Clock running. Dolphins will hurry to the line. Mixon gets it again on second down. That is exactly why you rally to the football. Got through one tackle, but the next guy gets him for a loss. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Third down, Broncos loading up that secondary. They're in the dime here. Switching it up here. Tagovailoa to throw. Hits him on the out route. He's all the way home. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins take the lead just before halftime. Extra point attempts coming from Sanders. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Dolphins take a 4-point lead. Sanders all set to send it away. And maybe making some better judgment here as he takes a knee and accepts the touchback. They'll begin this drive with barely over 25 seconds left.
Ready. Bombers, bombers, bombers.
Knicks now on 1st and 10. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. They were looking for him again, Brock, and for a moment, we thought he had another catch, but then that contact knocked the football from his hands.
Kind of become a victim of his own early success. Not too different, Kate, than a pass rusher that gets a sack. You know what happens? Got to slide to him, got to chip to him. You get a receiver that gets it going like this, you know more contact and more focus is coming his way.
And that one is incomplete, and the clock stops with 18 seconds to go. No luck finding his receiver that time. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Well, he already has himself 1 interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse, kind of sprinkle into your passing game. Because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on.
That one finds his man, Ingram. And they will stop him as he gets this down to their 39-yard line. Denver calls the second of its 3 timeouts. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line.
Bombers, bombers, bombers.
Throwing again, here's Nix. It's another first down mistake. He's intercepted again. Mika Fitzpatrick has got it.
a second time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the second on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
One last play before the break. One final shot before the half. Throw deep to the left side. He's got it inside the 10. And somehow they reach the end zone with no time remaining in the half.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid, let him run.
Extra point attempt coming from Sanders. And the kick is good, so they add 7 to their lead on the final play of our first half. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. With this kick, we're back underway, a spot in the divisional round on the line. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. The Dolphins in pretty good field position here as they come up first and 10.
20, T.A.
Tagovailoa now working from the gun. Trying for the deep ball. This has been a trend. Yet another interception. Pat Surtain has it. And the Broncos will be set up at the 20-yard line following that interception. And it doesn't matter who gets that ball to start the second half because he picks it off on the very first play.
I wonder at halftime, down there in that locker room on the whiteboard, if that defensive coaching staff just said simply, go get the ball. It's exactly what they do, and it totally changes the complexion of this second half.
And he's going to have this one up to about the 17-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Throwing on first down, Nix. Outright, and Ingram makes the grab. And he'll get this up to the 18-yard line.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight ends short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Fits it through the middle. And he's going to be stopped right around the 37. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that'll be good for a Denver first.
Just how many times do we see teams go to this route? You go to a Little League field, tell them to, hey, run to the post. It's a playbook staple. And he's someone you could depend on to create space and make catches out of it.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. Giving this to Harvey. And a nice start here on first down. He gets him 6 before the stop is made.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
From the 44 here on second down. Short pass brought in. And he gets back to the line, but no more.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Gets it downfield, on target to Sutton. All the way, touchdown Denver! The Broncos start the second half with some needed points. Cortland Sutton, the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game.
First thing you do as a quarterback, the first thing that you do when you get to the NFL level, if you haven't learned it earlier, is you scan those safeties. Do I got middle field open or close? Do I got a single high or too high? Is that post going to be available? Because if it is, big plays can follow.
For the 2-point conversion.
Nick's going to try and throw for it. And they get the two-point conversion. Nice catch in the end zone there. They're back within a field goal now. Critical two-point play there, Brock. The conversion puts Sucker up with a field goal.
So different for everybody in the building, right? A three-point game, and especially different for the kicker. He wasn't needed there, but get yourself ready. Your defense does the job. You may need a game-tying field goal at some point soon.
Making some progress here. And he brought this one almost to midfield before he's tackled.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
First down, Tagovailoa to throw. He's trying to go deep again. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins make it a 9-point advantage. Tyreek Hill the touchdown. His third through the air this game. That one right down the middle. And the Dolphins make it a 10-point ball game. Sanders all set to send it away.
Kickoff for Miami.
And he takes it in the end zone for a touchback.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for first and 10. Nix from the gun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And that'll bring up second down.
At the 35-yard line.
Away! Oh, my son!
Out of the gun, it's Nix. Hits his tight end on the corner route. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
First and 10 after that last highlights. They're at the 30.
Oh, my son! Hey!
Shotgun snap to Nix. Has him on the quick hitter. And they take him down, but there's a flag on the play. So after some careful consideration, they're going to go ahead and decline the penalty.
Captain. Oh, my son! Ready!
On first and 10, here's Nix. He almost threw another one. Back-to-back throws now that should have been picked off, partner, as he continues making risky decisions with the football.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, he just couldn't quite hang on.
Joe. Away!
They'll throw again. Nix. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
Now that's a situation. May have worked out better if he'd thrown the ball. His running ability gets him a chunk of yards, but still some work to do to get that first down.
Oh, my son! Ready!
Now Nix on third down. Drops it down. Harvey. And he's going to have enough for the first down. Not by much. He got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a first and goal.
That's another Broncos first down.
Bombers.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Here's Nix. And he will score. It's a Denver touchdown. The Broncos shrinking the lead some in the third. It's a Troy Franklin touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. Extra point try now from Lutz. The point after splits the upright. And the Broncos cut it to a field goal game. Holly set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Hardman with a return. zone coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. First call here coming from the shotgun. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Downfield, this finds Waddle. Hits the 20. And he'll take this across. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins make it a 9-point advantage. It's a Jalen Waddle touchdown. Sanders connects on the point after. And the Dolphins make it a 10-point ball game. Sanders all set to send it away. Starting from the 5. And this drive will start inside the 25.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Broncos to the line now. It's 1st and 10.
Hold on a sec. Ready.
Now Nix. Finds a seam down the middle. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you got to admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right into double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
Caught by the tight end, running that corner. Keeps it moving, and he gets in. Touchdown, Denver! The Broncos shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. And that right there, Brock, is a touchdown I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olsen would be proud of. A big strike to the tight end that I don't think a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between tight ends and receivers at this level because a lot of those guys, they work the same route tree and they move with the football, well, just like their receiver teammates. And they can score some lengthy touchdowns too, just like he showed off.
And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins in pretty good field position here as they come up 1st and 10. Running to start the drive with Mixon. And he stopped after picking up 9, so they're set up well here with 2nd and 1.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure, a nice little run to set the table.
Less than a ruler needed here on 2nd down. Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. Finds him on the crossing route. And they make the tackle at the 38. The big play nets him 17 yards. And it'll be 1st down, Miami. New set of downs for him at the 38. Running back sent in motion. First down, here's Tua. Heaves this one for the back of the end zone. Oh, we put way too much on that one, Brock. Over the end zone and out.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit. Okay, you get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, got to find a way to win.
Hey, come on, 2. 21G. Solo left Zion.
Tua now from the gun. On target to his back, Joe Mixon. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And that's going to give the Dolphins a first down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
20, TX. Watch it, Oscar.
Working inside the red zone. He completes it in traffic. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal. 1 quarter to go, Brock, and we'll see who can earn the wild card win. The Dolphins have it and just have to close this out to continue on in the playoffs. All set up for an insurance score here. It's 1st and goal.
Ready. Ready, what's it? Farther, long. Out!
They're going to run here. It's Mixon. And this is brought to a halt pretty early at about the 8. It's a gain of 2 on the play. Still some work to do on 2nd and goal.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Tagovailoa now working from the gun. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone, and defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and leave teams for field goals, you got it.
And in for the Miami touchdown. The Dolphins make it a 9-point advantage. Extra point attempts coming from Sanders. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Dolphins make it a 10-point ball game.
56, Broncos 46. Jason
Sanders all set to send it away. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone, so we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35.
35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10.
Oh, my son! Away!
Here's Nix to throw. Caught quickly on the slant. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. Looks like we'll have a pause here. An injured Bronco out there and in some pretty obvious pain after that play.
Oh, my son!
On 1st down, Benders and completes it. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
You get a lot of credit to receivers, and rightfully so, Kate, for them going into coverage and making a catch. I don't think we give enough credit to tight ends. I know they're big, I know they're physical, but to go into double coverage, take that contact, and come away with the catch, that's a big-time effort.
From the 44 here on 2nd down. Finds him over the middle. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
1st down, ball at the 36.
36-yard line.
Oh, my son!
Throwing again. Here's Nix. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Cortland Sutton, the man he was after. So it's 2nd down coming up.
Timing is everything in life, and timing is everything defensively. That throw was just a little bit late and gave the defense time to close, deliver a pop, and knock that ball loose.
Finds Mims. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And the Broncos will have a 1st down.
Another Denver Broncos. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Nix to throw again. It's a Denver touchdown. The Broncos make it a 4-point game here in the 4th. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Ball is set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Dolphins in pretty good field position here as they come up 1st and 10. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Short pass brought in. And he is stopped with authority there, but that stop came later than they'd like as he gets a good bit and that 1st down.
And the Dolphins 1st down.
Hill now from the gun. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it'll be 1st down, Miami.
Now, don't think for a second they're going to slow down the tempo. Defense on their heels. And right now is the best chance to go push that envelope and get aggressive.
And the 1st down pass sent away by a defender, incomplete. That one intended for Joe Mixon. And now they face 2nd down.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets 2. It could have gone the other way.
Watch it, Oscar.
2nd down and 10, Tagovailoa. Throwing the out route complete. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Most of the people watching will forget about that play in a couple minutes, but the coaches won't forget. He has that filed away the next time he really needs to pick up a few yards.
Hey, come on, 2.
First down, and they go right back to it. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up 2nd down.
One thing I can say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
44, ready. Out.
Has him on the quick hitter. And they'll get there and stop him at the line.
You know, Kate, it's almost as if the defense invited him to make that throw. That was a play they knew they could defend, and they stopped it right at the line.
Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9.
Ready. 21G.
Looking to throw. This finds its target. That's Hill. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. 12 yards on that play and a good call nets him the 1st. That brings us to the 2-minute warning here in Denver. Dolphins holding on to a field goal lead. A new set of downs awaits them. Here's 1st and 10.
Ready.
And this is going to be just what this defense ordered. A great play to back these guys up. Shift the momentum a little here in the 4th.
It's a loss of 2.
You call that receiver screen, and every once in a while, that wide receiver, well, he's got to be his own blocker. He's got to make the first guy or 2 miss. That didn't happen. Play goes nowhere.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now.
Hey, get set.
Running with Mixon out of the gun. And that 2nd down run is only going to manage a yard.
Daniil Hunter on the stop. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done?
All right, come on. Let's go. Hey, 21, cheer.
Here he is to throw. And that should just about do it, folks. They take it in for the touchdown, and that should lock up this win.
Touchdown, Miami.
So that should be the one that does it, Brock. A big one late that puts them up here 2 scores.
What a complete performance overall. The clock where it is and where it stands right now, Kate, that should be the capper. And that is so satisfying as an offense to go up 2 scores.
Well, you can't do that. Got to avoid hitting the kicker. And because of that, the kickoff will be coming from midfield.
Jason Sanders to kick off.
Sanders all set to send it away. And he won't opt to bring this one out. Just content to keep it there in the end zone. They'll start their drive at the 35. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10.
Ready.
Nix from the gun. Able to get it to Franklin. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Second and 3 now.
Hold on a sec. Ready. Joe.
Out of the gun, it's Nix. This is going to be down, looks like about the opposing 36 for their next snap. Timeout taken by the offense, their second. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal. First down, ball at the 36.
36-yard line.
Hold on a sec. Ready.
Shotgun snap to Nix. This is Ingram working the left side. He's going to be out of bounds. Looks like a yard or 2 short of the 25.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Ready. Olay.
Once more, it's Nix. Running in the red zone. And this one's brought to an end well downfield from that line of scrimmage. Now the Broncos take their 3rd and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. 4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal.
Hold on a sec.
They'll throw again. Nix. And he is in for the touchdown. Still unlikely, Brock, but it's not entirely over just yet with this score. 3 touchdown catches in 1 game is rare air, Brock. Safe to say most guys who retire can name every time they did that here in the NFL.
Yeah, I hope he remembers it, but also remember this. Receivers, they're a dependent position. They're dependent on the guys doing their job up front. They're dependent on the quarterback putting on the spot. And usually, when you reach a milestone like this, you'd love to share it with everybody else. And my guess, especially if they could find a way to win this one, is this receiver will celebrate it with all of his guys.
So with hardly any game left, they have time for this kick and maybe a couple plays. And the Dolphins are all over that kick. This game is over. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. No timeouts remaining here, partners, so they can just run out this clock. They take one final knee. Time's going to run out. Brock, their playoff story begins with a victory. So it's a win for the visiting Dolphins. And you never want to count out those wild card teams once